Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Prep Diaries. I'm Kate McKay. Thanks so much for joining me. So I am getting ready for my bikini show. I am 1 week out from today. If you just joined me, or if you're following me along the way, thanks for being part of my journey here. I am, as I said, 1 week away. I'm in the sauna. And I was just saying that I had recorded like a whole video this morning talking about my new shoes and talking about what my plan was. And of course, it had no volume. So I'll do that later on when I'm home. But I just wanted to come on and say thank you so much for supporting me. And I'm going to give you a little update on where I'm at. So day 7 out, and I'm on a very low carb diet. So it's just protein and veg. That's it. I get like 25 grams of avocado tonight, which is like nothing, but it's okay. I thought I was gonna have like a little bit more carbs today, but then I kind of forgot that I was on carb deplete. So no more carb cycling. It's carb deplete, carb deplete, carb deplete, and then carb load. Can't wait for that. So I'm gonna try to hit the sauna this week because it just feels so good, and I really do have to keep sweating it out. Drinking a gallon at least of water a day, and I'll drink some dandelion tea, and I'll explain that whole process to you about the carb deplete and carb load, because there's a whole, even though like the physique and the posing is definitely about artistry and sculpting the body is definitely artistry, there's another aspect to it which is very science-based, and I think that's probably why I like it, because this is an art and the science of bodybuilding and bikini competing. So I look forward to sharing that information with you, because I think you're going to find it really super interesting how the body is so magnificent.
And oh my gosh, I love my roasted vegetables. So delicious. Phew, it was a grind, but I got it done. I'm really getting good at this cardio thing, which is so funny considering I used to hate it.
So I'm at the gym and I'm going to do a little bit of practice. It sounds so echoey. I hope this mic is working. So I'm very excited. When I was posing with Sid, who's Miss Olympia, she lives here in Atlanta, so I was so excited. She had suggested that maybe my shoes were why I wasn't a little wobbly, and I'm never like wobbly when I'm posing, which is just so weird. And so I was like, oh, my shoes. And I had those shoes for like literally as long as I've been posing. I've worn the same shoes. So I mean, competing. So it's they're probably like at least 10 years old. And I was just like, oh, but I love my shoes. But they were not helping me. And I realized that because I got new shoes. So I used to have a bigger platform on the bottom. So can you see that? This one has a smaller platform. The heel is the same height, but then I also got them with an ankle strap. And I put them on this morning. They came in last night, and I put them on, and I was like, oh my God, these are awesome. And I was actually like comfortable, and I kept them on, and I was just so excited. And I almost wanted to cry because I was wondering, like, God, why was I so wobbly in my shoes? And I think my other shoes were just stretched out. And so I'm absolutely thrilled about my new shoes. I just finished my workout. I'm at the gym. I have just a few more minutes. I'm going to practice, and I'll bring you in and I'll talk you through it while I'm posing. But I am just so excited. So these are called Ellie's shoes, E-L-L-I-E. And, they're competition shoes. That's what they're called. And they're not that expensive. They're like, remember those little Barbie shoes we used to, with Barbie, like the little high heels? They sort of are like that because they're plastic, but the bottoms are super padded, like where your foot is. And so they're actually comfortable because I like high heels. I actually wear heels, especially when I was in Florida and I was wearing a lot more dresses. Here it's a little cold, so I'm a little more bundled up and not wearing heels as much. But in general, I like heels because I'm short. So this is a little bit tricky getting this buckled. Okay, there. So I got it buckled, and I'm going to do a little bit of posing. So I'll be right there. Here I am with my new shoes. I'm so excited. It's like, I swear it seems so silly, but I am so excited because I'm actually like comfortable. I was so wondering why I was wobbly. So I'm going to share with you my, I always look like hell when I'm posing at the gym, but that's okay. It's great. This LA Fitness that I have in Atlanta has a wonderful aerobic studio, and there's no one in here. So totally private, which is great. So I'm just going to demonstrate to you my posing and the things that I learned from beginning to end, okay? So they call us by number when we come on. So I'm just going to show you. We want nice and look relaxed, and we're doing that narrow walk. So I'm looking like I'm curvy, but and then the hip goes way back, and then this arm comes around and I push into that hip. So I'm always looking at the judges and smiling, lifting up through the core, and I'm looking like I'm relaxed, but I am pushing like crazy, sucking in the belly, pushing that glute back, and looking natural. Oh, hi. And then the transition to the back goes like this. So the legs go in like that, but my hips are still turning this way. And then it's this pose, which I figured out with Sid. And I just smile, hi. And then it's to the back. So that's one leg and then the other leg. And this is my position. You can notice I'm not taking very many steps. Pushing that glute out, lifting that chest up. And then now we're gonna move to the front. So one leg goes back, so there's that same posture, hi, smile. And then I'm gonna turn around this way. And then I'm gonna go right back into that front pose. And you wanna make it as simple as possible with as least movements as possible. And sucking that belly up, pushing that hip around, glutes out. I really feel like I'm making the adjustments as I'm in this pose. And then they're gonna say thank you. And then I'm gonna come down, and then I'm gonna go this way, and then wave, and then walk it off. So that's the posing. I'm gonna practice a little bit more. As you can see, I'm pretty lean, but pretty flat because I'm carb depleting for the next 2 days, like I was saying earlier. So I'm much better out of the house. Because you know, when you buy a kitchen, that's all you're thinking about is food. But it is 6 o'clock and I get to go home and have a meal. I actually have 2 more meals. So I'm a little bit late getting my meals in, but I figure if I eat closer to bed, then I'm much better off because then I won't wake up going, I'm hungry. So I have 1 more lower carb day tomorrow and then I start carving up. I got to get a gallon of water in today, like I was saying earlier. I'm going to send some pictures to Coach in a little bit. So thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you. I'll share some more tidbits on what I'm eating for a meal. And if you guys are curious, I think it's pretty interesting. As I said, the art and science, bikini competitions, being fit, staying lean, and feeling good, feeling really good, really healthy. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you like this video, could you give it a thumbs up and subscribe? And remember, you have greatness within you. You really do. I believe in you. I'm Kate McKay, the Grit Girl. Until next time, peace.